Hello dear students, today I will discuss about chapter 11, three-dimensional geometry. We have already studied analytic geometry in two-dimensional plane and also introduce three-dimensional geometry in the previous class, that is in 11th class. We have already studied about introduction to three-dimensional geometry, that is we will study figures in space, not in plane. Okay, so in that time, in two-dimensional plane, we have already studied equation of straight line. There are different type of straight lines. Only coordinate geometry are used for studying them in a plane. Here, and also introduction to three-dimensional space. That is, there are three perpendicular planes intersecting a point, that is origin, and we are having just like this type of frame, that is origin. This is here, generally here we denote x-axis is this and y-axis is here and z-axis is this three-dimensional framing. That means here xy plane, this is a plane, this is also plane, this is also plane. Means three planes are perpendicular to each other and intersecting point, that is just like this room. This is a plane. We are sitting in this plane. Okay, lower plane, and this is another plane. Three planes are intersecting at corner points, that is origin. So this space is considering as a three-dimensional space. We say this is space. So a point on this space can be identified by rectangular coordinate system. That is, if we draw perpendicular from this point to lower plane, this plane and this plane, that is along x-axis distance is x coordinate, along y-axis y coordinate, along z-axis z coordinate. Okay, so suppose we are having just like this. This is a point. Just we can suppose this is a point in space. Here, draw perpendicular to lower plane. Lower plane means xy plane. So perpendicular from here to this plane. So this point is on this lower plane, and this is in a space. And just same, draw perpendicular to this plane. So suppose we draw the perpendicular from this point to this plane. This point is in this plane. Now, also from this point we draw perpendicular to here. Then suppose from this point draw perpendicular to this is point perpendicular distance, point in this plane, yz plane. Okay, x, y and z. Xz means this, yz means this. This is xy plane. Okay, so this distance is along z axis. So this is z. Here point, this point is P. This is x, y and z. That means what? This value is z, this value is y along y axis, along z axis, and this value is x. Clear? Along x axis. So we can draw parallel line to this. This is parallel to this line. Same, we can draw parallel to this line. Just we can draw parallel to this. Parallel to this line. Okay, and parallel to this line. So here this is x, also this is x. This is x distance. Y distance is this, also this. This is y, this is y. This is z, this is z, this is z. So this is xy distance. Now in this P is a point. Okay, so coordinate system is like this, 3D. Now one by one we have to study about. In this chapter just we will study about line and plane. Line, plane in 3D space. Line in 3D, in 3D space. Okay, line in 3D space and plane in 3D space. So first of all we require to know about direction cosines and direction ratios of a line. Just like in the two-dimensional plane we identify a line, the slope of a line tan theta. If line makes angle with x-axis in positive direction theta, then slope of the line is tan theta. That is inclination of the line with x-axis. So similar, for study line, plane in 3D space, we require direction ratios, direction cosines. So just we have already studied about direction ratios, cosines in the previous chapter in vector form. So here we use vectors for study these lines, planes in 3D space, three-dimensional geometry. So that will give us easily approach to equation of line, to plane, vector technology. Okay, so we know what is direction cosines, direction ratios of a vector from previous class. So here just we use that concept to identify the direction cosines of a line, ratios of a line. So here first topic is we have to discuss about direction cosines and direction ratios of a line. Just we know the direction ratios and cosines of a vector. Vector is what? Vector is a direction. That is in this line, in this is a vector. That means also it is a line. Vector is a directed line segment. So from a line we can take a line segment like this AB, this vector, AB vector. So direction cosines of a vector and direction cosines of a line just like same. So how can we find direction cosines and direction ratios of a line? Just we have to discuss now. Okay. Here for what is direction cosines of a line? Just like slope of a line in two-dimensional plane. Here direction cosines of a line are given by cosine of angles, direction angles of a line. Just we have studied in vector. Here suppose we are having just like this is a line passing through origin, line segment. This is a line. Clear? This is a line. So what? OP. This direction. OP. Clear? OP. And it makes angle with x-axis alpha, with y-axis beta, with z-axis gamma. Suppose line, this line passing through origin, this is a line, okay, passing through origin, a line, this line makes angle alpha, beta, gamma with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis direction. Then if a line makes angles alpha, beta and gamma with x, y and z axis, then direction cosine of line is given by cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. These are denoted by and denoted by LMN, MM, that is direction cosines. L equals to cos alpha, M equals to cos beta and N equals to cos gamma. While alpha, beta, gamma are what? Angles making with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis by the line. So these are the direction with positive direction of x-axis, positive direction of with positive direction of x, y and z axis. Then this is the direction ratios. So LMN, these three numbers are, how can you find L, M, N, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, alpha, beta, gamma are the angles. Okay, so this is direction cosines. Here we know from vector method, if P are having x, y, z rectangular coordinate, this is origin, then this vector, if this vector, we denote this vector OP, the modulus is, suppose this is vector R and its modulus is small r. And then we can write OP equals to what? Vector R equals to xi, yj and zk. Okay, we can write like this. Then from here we see that modulus of vector, there is mod r equals to x square plus y square plus z square of modulus of this. From here we know that x square plus y square plus z square equals to r square. This is our notation if we denote it in vector form. Okay, now these are the direction cosines. Now we establish the relation. How can we find here direction ratios are also. What is direction ratios? So just to know about direction ratios, these are the direction cosines. If alpha, beta, gamma are the angles making, then we can write direction cosines ln. And direction ratios are what? These are the three numbers. The numbers which are proportional to this number are known as directional ratios of the line. Direction ratios are what? The numbers which are proportional to the numbers which are proportional to direction ratios. Direction ratios called direction cosines. Direction cosines called direction ratios of line. Numbers which are proportional to direction cosines called direction ratios. That is, suppose 1, 2, 3 are direction ratios L, M, N, and we take number 2, 4, 6. This is proportional to this. Proportional means this by this, this by this, this by this will give same number. Proportional. Okay, here. This is denoted by ABC. Generally, direction ratios are denoted by ABC. So ABC, which are proportional to, A is proportional to L, B is proportional to M, C is proportional to N. This proportional sign can be removed. How? A is some constant of L, B is some constant M, C is K, N by this. That is, here we see that is L by A equals to M by B equals to N by C proportional. This proportional is same to A because proportion ratio will be same. So here we can write L equals to AK, M equals to BK, N equals to CK. Here ABC are direction ratios. Direction ratios are denoted by ABC. Direction cosines are denoted by LN. These are denoted by LMN. These are denoted by ABC. Okay, so like this. Clear? Now, if we know direction ratios, then we can find also direction cosines. How? Here, if ABC are direction ratios, or A11 are direction cosines. Just we will have this type of relation. So that L equals to AK, M equals to BK, N equals to CK. Now we are having L direction cosines in terms of ABC. Here K, what is the value of constant? So from here we can find the value of constant. But we know from the previous class that square or sum of square of direction cosines is equals to 1. Also we have proved this here. Clear? So see, but we know that L square plus M square plus N square equals to 1. So from here we can scoring and adding that A square K square plus B square K square plus C square K square equals to 1. So here take common K square. So K square equals to or K equals to plus minus 1 upon root of A square plus B square plus C square. So the value of K also can be written in terms of ABC. So put the value of K here, then we can get direction cosine in terms of direction ratios, because cosine, AK, BK, CK, AK means what? AK means, just we can write like this. AK means A into K, this. A upon root of A square plus B square plus C square. It's possible. B upon also root A square plus B square plus C square. C upon root A square plus B square plus C square. These are elements, but in terms of direction ratios. So if we know direction ratios, then we can write direction cosine like this. Also take plus minus sign here. Plus minus sign. Maybe in plus sign, maybe in minus sign, because there are two direction, opposite direction having opposite sign. That's why we are taking like this. This is L, this is M, this is N. Direction cosines are given in terms of direction ratios. Okay, so remember this for solving questions also. Okay, now we can find direction cosines if we know the angle makes by the line with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis by cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. And also if we know direction ratios, then we can write direction cosines like this of line. Okay, now how can we find the direction cosines of a line passing through 2 points? If we are given 2 points, then how can we find the direction cosine? Okay, so here also we can see that if a line having direction cosines, here cos alpha, alpha is an angle. If we take a point on this line and then, so because this line OP is line, how corner is origin, this is point, OP is line. Now from this P we can draw perpendicular to the x-axis. We can draw perpendicular to the x-axis. This, that is, from this point we can draw perpendicular to x-axis. Suppose here draw perpendicular. This is perpendicular. Then OP will be the hypotenuse. Just like this. OP, this is x-axis, this is x-axis, this is OP, P, this is R vector. So draw perpendicular to, here not C, this is perpendicular because or point is this, just draw perpendicular to x-axis, this line. Okay, perpendicular. So that is the perpendicular, and OP. So perpendicular in front side, this is hypotenuse, or this is angle alpha. So cos alpha equals to base, this is angle, this is base, this is hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. So cos alpha equals to, and its modulus R by this x. Sorry, base by hypotenuse. This is x, this is R. So x by R. So here x equals to R cos alpha. So we see that x equals to L R. Cos alpha L, cos beta M, cos gamma N. So x equal to L R. Similarly, y equals to M R. Z equals to N R. That is x, y, z, L R, M R, N R. If we know this is a point x, y, z coordinate, then x, y, z coordinate can be written as line through origin. This point connected to the origin. So line, this line having direction cosine element, then coordinate can be written as LR, MR, NR. That is, this point can be written as P, LR, MR, NR. If we know this angle alpha. Clear? So LR, MR, NR. Element what? Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma what? This line makes with angle alpha, beta, gamma with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So coordinate can be written like this. If this line OP, line passing through origin and that point, having coordinate like this. Clear? Now, also we know that if a point having coordinate x, y, z, modulus is R, then R square equal to x square plus y square plus z square. So here x, y, z can be put like LR, MR, NR. So from here we can get R square equals to x square, L square, R square, M square, R square, N square, R square. So R square cancel out. So L1 equals to L square plus M square plus N square. So this is our relation. Sum of the square of direction cosines is equals to 1. So we can prove it by diagrammatically. First just show it, x equal to LR, y equal to MR, z equal to NR, and this is used here, and we can get like this. Okay, so remember it. Now we have to find direction cosine of a line which passes through 2 points. We know a line can be drawn through 2 points. Okay, so suppose line passing through 2 points, then how can we find the direction cosine in terms of coordinate? Because 3-dimensional coordinate system, that means having x, y, z. So suppose we are having 2 points through which a line pass, then how can we write the direction cosines of that line? Direction cosines. Suppose one point is P, that is x1, y1, z1. Okay, and another point is Q, x2, y2, z2. This, so this is our line passing through these 2 points PQ. Now we want to find the direction cosine. So direction cosines can be found if we know this line makes angle with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So we can use, this is PQ. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Okay, now this line is passing through here. Okay, just we can draw parallel line to here also. Now this is z-axis. Just draw parallel line like this, parallel to z-axis. This is line parallel to z-axis. Clear? This is line parallel to y-axis. Parallel to y-axis. This is line parallel to x-axis. Okay. This line can be also written, draw here parallel to line. Now, line making angle with z-axis. What? Gamma. Here, what? Beta. Here, what? Alpha. These are the angles making. Okay. This. Now, just parallel line. Z-axis parallel line. Parallel to z-axis. Angle between this line to this line. So here, just for gamma angle, these two parallel line and intersecting. So this angle and this angle are equal. Now, this is parallel to this, and this is line parallel to this. So that means this is 90 degree. So in this triangle, we can write cos gamma equals to base by hypotenuse. So base hypotenuse is this, what, 90 degree. This is hypotenuse PQ, hypotenuse PQ, and base, this is hypotenuse, this is angle, this is base, this distance PQ. Suppose this is R. So QR by PQ. QR by PQ. Cos first. Now QR means for this point, this value is what? Z1. And this value is what? This value is Z1, and this value is what? Z2. So this value is Z2 minus Z1. This is Z2 minus Z1. So Z2 minus Z1 upon PQ. That is cos gamma means LMA n equals to Z2 minus Z1 upon PQ. Clear? Similarly, in other direction, we can find that L equals to x2 minus x1 upon PQ, n equals to y2 minus y1 upon PQ, and n equals to, we see that, z2 minus z1 upon PQ. So element can be found by using coordinates x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, and divided by PQ in H. Okay, so this is direction cosine. And PQ, y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Okay, distance between PQ. So distance PQ equals to root of x2 minus x1 square, y2 minus y1 square, z2 minus z1 square. This is the distance between these 2 points by using distance formula. Okay, so direction cosines can be found. If we have 1, 2, 3, suppose this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 2, 0, 5. They are 2 points. This is Q, this is P. If, then you can find how? x2 minus x1 means 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 0 minus 2 5 minus 3 upon PQ. Just find PQ. PQ can be found. So PQ. This is L and N. So direction cosines. So if we are having line passing through 2 points given coordinates, then we can find direction cosines. Clear? From here it is also clear that this upon PQ, this upon PQ, this upon PQ, all are PQ. So direction cosines ratios may be what? Accepting this direction ratios only x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Because they are the proportional numbers. Okay? So direction ratios also can be found by using what? This. Direction ratios. Direction ratios are what? x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1. Or x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2, and z1 minus z2. These are the direction ratios. Because proportional number, this is proportional number to this. All are having PQ in denominator. So we can remove it, and that means these are the proportional number to this. Because this by this, this by this, this by this, you can find, and equals to 1 by PQ. So these are the proportional number to the direction ratios. So direction ratios are either this or this. Okay. So whenever line having 2 points on it, that just like x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, then you can find direction ratios of that line by using this or this. Okay. So just remember this. How can we find direction ratios and direction cosines of a line which passes through the 2 points? Okay. Now we will solve the questions from exercise 1.1. So very simple questions, only direction cosines and direction ratios we have to find. Okay. So direction ratios and cosines of a line in 3D space is very important part, important formula also, because in this chapter just most of the questions we have to solve by using direction ratios and direction cosines. Okay. So first of all, questions 1. If a line makes an angle 90 degree, 135 degree, 45 degree with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis respectively, find its direction cosines. Okay. So very simple. We know if solution exercise 1.11.1, first question. What is given? If a line makes, it is given that a line makes angle 90 degree, 135 degree and 45 degree with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. It is given. respectively. Okay. We know the direction cosine of a line is given by r given by cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma, where alpha, beta, gamma are angles with x, y and z axis. So, direction cosines are L equals to cos alpha equals to cos 90 degree, M equals to cos beta equals to cos 135 degree, and N equals to cos gamma equals to cos 45 degree. That is cos 90, 0, cos 35. What is the value of cos 35? Cos 35 means we can write what? Cos 180 minus 45. That is cos 180 minus, that means minus of cos 45. Minus of cos 45 means minus of 1 by root 2. Or here cos 45 means 1 by root 2. So, direction, the ratios are what? 0, minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. These are the three numbers. Okay, 0, minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. Clear? So these are the direction ratios of the line, which makes these angles with x axis, y axis, z axis. Because these are the alpha, beta, gamma. So cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are element direction cosines. So LMN, just find LN, 0, minus 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. This is the question first. Direction cosines, how can we find? Okay. Now question second. Question second is, find the direction cosines of a line which makes an angle with the coordinate axis. Here what? Direction cosines of a line which makes equal angles with the coordinate axis. Means all angles are equals. Okay. So here we can write solution of second, equal angles. So, it is given that the line makes angle equal angles. What is equal angles? Makes equal angles. Equal angle alpha. Say it is alpha with axis, y axis, z axis. And we know that the direction cosines of a line are given by this, where alpha, beta, gamma are the angles. Here alpha, beta, gamma are equal. Here alpha, beta, gamma are equal. So, here alpha equal beta equal gamma. All are equals to, suppose equal angle theta. Suppose equal angle theta. These are theta. Therefore, L equals to cos theta, M equals to cos theta, N equals to also cos theta. Also we know that what? L square plus M square plus N square equals to 1. We know sum of squares of direction cosines is equals to 1. So here cos square theta plus cos square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So 3 cos square theta equals to 1. So theta equals cos theta equals to plus minus 1 upon root 3. Plus minus 1 upon root 3. So we can write what? Direction cosines. All are element. So cos theta equal to plus minus 1 upon root theta. So direction cosines are L, M, N. That is cos theta, cos theta, cos theta. That is what? Plus minus 1 by root 3, plus minus 1 by root 3, plus minus 1 by root 3. So these are the direction cosine. Okay. Now question third. If a line has direction ratios minus 18, 12, minus 4, then what are the its direction cosine? Ratios are given and direction cosines we have to find. So we know direction cosines in terms of direction ratios. So just write values only there and you can get direction cosines. Okay. So here in third, question third, if A, B, C are direction ratios of a line, then direction cosines are A upon root of A square plus B square plus C square and B upon root A square plus B square plus C square, C upon root A square plus B square plus C square. We know like this. Clear? So direction cosines can be find. What are the given? ABC minus 18, 12, minus 4. Here given minus 18, B12, C minus 4. Just use these values. Okay, just use these values here. So we can get what? Implies A means what? Minus 18 upon root over minus 18 square plus 12 square plus minus 4 square and so on. You can find. Just solve it. 18 square, 12 square, 14 square, sum it. Take square root. So you can get value after simplifying minus 9 by 11, minus 9 by 11, 6 by 11 and minus 2 by 11, minus 2 by 11. So these are the direction cosine, direction cosines. Okay, just solve it. Very simple. Just put ABC. These three are same thing. So just calculate and simplify. These are the direction cosines. Okay. Now question 4, show that the points these are collinear. Collinearity means what? Direction ratios of collinear lines what should be? Proportional. That collinear means suppose 3 points are collinear, that means what? Like this. Suppose this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. Means these 3 points lie on a line. These are collinear. How can we prove this? Direction ratios of AB, this. Direction ratios of BC also we can find. If we find direction ratios of this, direction ratios of AB is proportional to direction ratios of BC. If then ABC are collinear. As B is common point. Okay. So here point are given 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 A, and second -1, -2, 1. -1, -2, 1. And 5, 8, 7. 5, 8, 7. These are 3 points. And direction ratios of AB. We know direction ratios. How can we find direction x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1? These are direction ratios. Direction ratios of line like this. So here -1, -2, and -2, -3, 4, 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4. Direction ratios of AB. Direction ratios of AB. So -3, -5, and -3. Okay. So -3, -5, -3. And also direction ratios of BC. What? BC. x2 minus x1. So 5 minus -1 and 8 minus -2 and 7 minus 1. Okay. So that is what? Here 5 plus 1, 6. This is 10 and 6, which is proportional to this. Since -3 upon 6 equal -5 upon 10 equal -3 upon 6 equal this upon this, this upon this, this upon this. What? 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, -1 by 2. Therefore, A, B, and C are collinear. Implies direction ratios are proportional. This is direction ratios, this is direction ratios, this proportional. So ABC are collinear. Clear? Now question 5. Find the direction cosines of sides of triangle whose vertices are given like this. So direction cosines are we have to find. So it's simple because just given like this. So this was the question what? 4. Now question 5. Question 5 means there is given a vertices of triangle and we have to find the direction cosines of each side of the triangle. So first of all we have to find direction ratios, and then by using direction ratios we can find direction cosine. Here 3 points are given. First 3, 5, minus 4. 3, 5, minus 4. And second is -1, 1, 2. -1, 1, 2. And third is minus 5, minus 5, minus 2. This is triangle. Okay, and we have to find direction cosine. Direction cosine of AB are given by direction cosines of AB are given by how? How can we find the direction cosines? We know direction cosines of joining of line joining two points are given by how? Just like this, x2 minus x1 upon line AB, y2 minus y1 upon line AB, value modulus of AB, z2 minus z1 upon AB. AB means what? AB means distance between two points. AB minus 1 minus 3, minus 1 minus 3 square plus 1 minus 5 square plus 2 minus minus 4, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 square, this is 4, 16 plus 16 plus 36. So this is equals to what? 16, 16, 36, 2 root 17, 68, 2 root 7, 70. Clear? So AB equal to this. Now x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 is minus 1 minus 3, 1 minus 5, 6, 2 plus 4. Just minus 2 plus 4 upon 2 root 70. 2 root 70. 2 root 70. This is what? Value? Minus 4 by 2 root 17, minus 4 by 2 root 17, 6 by 2 root 17 means we can write what? 2 cancel, minus 2 by root 17, minus 2 by root 17, 3 by root 17. So these are the direction cosine of AB. Clear? Direction cosines of AB. Minus 2 by root 17, minus 2 by root 17, 3 by root 17. In a similar process, similarly, we can find direction cosines of BC and direction cosines of C or S. Just right. Direction AB, BC, CA. CA and SC, opposite sign. There. So direction ratios of AB, AC and BC. Just you have to find this. Okay. So 5 questions are there in exercise 11.1. The first 11 exercise, 11.1 exercise is completed. Just remember these formulas and also formulas from vector algebra. Remember for solving questions, all the questions of 3D geometry, because we use vector algebra concept to study straight line in space and plane in space, and both will write equation in both form, in vector form and also in Cartesian form, that in XYZ form and also in the vector notation. So remember all the formula. Okay, now 11.1, solve these questions, also example questions, and send me for your attendance PDF file. Okay.